Hello traders, Gary Wagner with the Gold Forecast. It is September the 16th. It is Thursday and this is the Daily Report. Forex Gold, COMEX Gold, gold taking off like a bandit, moving to the upside in record territory, currently trading at 1274.66. It has been as high as 1276. In today's report, I'm going to talk to you about the wave count. I'm torn between a couple of factors, but I want to give you my ideas. But the key here is I believe, as you know, I've been talking about, this market is poised to go higher, much higher. I think it's going to take a run to $1,300. Traders, here's what I'm looking at. This is absolutely not your typical gold market. And because of that, this wave count has become extremely hard to delegate and count. The way that I look at it right now, and here's what I find really interesting. If we take and run a Fibonacci retracement from the low here, just above 1150, to the point 1155, that $100 move, which is typically what we saw for the other wave, we did in fact see it come down. Now, when the market came down here, if we look at our retracement level from this low here to this high here, what you're going to notice is it did in fact, as shallow as it looks, it did in fact come to the 23% retracement level. Now, if that is the case, there is absolutely a case to be made for the fact that that was, as shallow as it was, our retracement. That was our wave 2. So the count would look something like this: wave 1, wave 2, and we are currently in wave 3. Now, if that is the case, wave 3 is typically 1.61 times that of wave 1. Now, simple mathematics. We take $100 times it by 1.61, we come up with 161. If we add 161 to 1240, here's what I find very interesting. We get a number that's not 1,300 anymore. Our number becomes 1,400. So, does wave 3, if in fact this is wave 3, have to move that far? I don't know. I personally think that we'll see some sort of a retracement. And as I said on yesterday's update, that this is something I'm going to have to do some deep studying about. Typically, the dips that we get, these retracement levels are a lot, in terms of amplitude, a lot deeper than this. However, we are in unprecedented territory. We're at record historical highs. This market is running. This is not your typical gold market. And because of that, the wave count might in fact reflect that. So traders, I'm going to spend some time not only today and tomorrow, but over the weekend delineating if I'm actually going to label it this way. But the one thing I do want to tell you is that, of course, we're sitting with a long position at 1255. I'm probably going to recommend adding to that position. Aggressive traders can go ahead and scale a little bit more gold onto that position. We'll talk to you on Friday about a logical place to move stops, and it's going to have to be below this 23% retracement area right in here. But for right now, I'm just keeping our stop extremely loose and way out of any kind of the fray in terms of market gyrations, because I expect to get some pretty wild swings in this market, and I want to be on this roller coaster from the long side as long as this market continues to move up. Traders, this is a weekly chart of Forex Gold, and as you can see, when we take a look at the utter amplitude of this market right in here, you can see that it has maintained a beautiful, beautiful upward channel. We have no indication, this week has been such a breakout week here, that we have no indication that this market wants to soften. And of course, we are well above right now these historical highs. The historical high that we reached at 1265, of course, obviously has been taken out, and taken out with a fury. So that I think that this market still absolutely has room on the upside to move. Traders, here we're looking at the December contract of COMEX Gold, 1275.80. And as you can see, this is the other breakout that we've seen here also. And I've gone ahead and shown this label. And as I said, I'm going to be delineating over the next couple of days. But traders, at this point, I am leaning towards the fact that we have seen wave 2 and that we are currently witnessing the beginning of wave 3. So it would look something like this. We had our wave 1 come up. It hit this top right here, 1265, comes back down, perfect 23% retracement. It is a shallow retracement, but it does fall within Fibonacci levels, and then off to the track we go. In other words, we're currently running in wave 3. Wave 3 starts right around 1240. 1340 would be a $100 move if wave 3 is just equal to it. So traders, I think that $1,300 that I'm looking at, 13 and a quarter. I think that that's more than achievable at this point. I do think this market wants to run higher. This has been a great week for us. I will look to speak to you on the weekend review as to the determination of the wave count, what we're looking at for next week. And as I said, traders, aggressive traders, you can go ahead and add a position here. We'll talk about a stop placement tomorrow. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you, as always, good trading. No, take that back. Wishing you great trading. We're in record territory in gold. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the weekend review. Bye-bye.